Give me 1 second. That's good coffee. Out of my no sleep mug. Yo, Fears, audience Fears. If you guys just saw, I took a sip of coffee. It's a new coffee. That's the first time I tried Black Rifle Company coffee, Beyond Black. This is good. It's very strong. A couple of sips of this and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Does Fears recommend it? You bet your ass. I recommend it. A very dark roast. You can find it at Walmart. And it has a very American, prideful, bag. It says, a portion of the profits go to the veteran, law enforcement, fire, and first responder causes. Roasted in America. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool that they donate a portion of the profits to charity. That's pretty awesome. I would give it a go. It's a good blend of coffee. Like I said, just very strong. Big shout out to Exhumed Visions. Exhumed Visions gave me this mug, the No Sleep mug. You can check out his merchandise at www.exhumedvisions.com. So big shout out to Lord Visions. So yeah. So what's up, guys? It's Fears. We've got some interesting topics today. Today I'm going to review Scream 1. I got this. It's got the first 3 Screams in it, so I just watched Scream, the number 1, last night before I went into work. And there's some stuff at work that I want to talk about. I thought work was going to be good last night. It was good until a coworker started some shit. So, man, I'll get into all that. That was some pretty crazy shit. So we're going to be reviewing this. We're going to be kind of doing a weekend review update of what Fears did over the weekend. It was a pretty nice weekend. And then, you guys know, I'm not an actor, but I do like to act at times. When I was younger, I attempted to be an actor, and then I found my real passion. My real passion is editing video. Doesn't matter what type of video. I can shoot anything, and then I love to edit. I love to make a story from beginning, middle, end, and then credits. That's my real passion. But when I was a kid, I really wanted to be an actor. I still do like acting, though. Like, anytime I get a chance to voice a character in Randall's cartoons, any chance I get to act in my vlogs or act in my streams, by doing funny characters, I still enjoy it. But it was more of a passion of mine when I was younger. So I thought, man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I have answered any questions. And so I'm going to pull some acting questions off the internet, and we're going to answer them. But yeah, so that's what we got on the agenda today. Let me open up the chat. So yeah, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll be honest, I was so tired. I was so tired from yesterday. I haven't done much today. It's 3:38 here in Florida. I don't know where everybody else lives, but it's 3:38. I only woke up maybe an hour ago. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour ago. We had such a busy night last night. We had about 42,000 boxes, which is, it's in the middle. It's not too much, but it's not too little. It's just like right in the middle. It was around 41,000 boxes. So that's a lot. That's a lot at the factory. So we had our hands full. Anyway, let me open up the chat. said, there we are. Okay, so feel free to chat away. All right. So like I said, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. So I'm just gonna get out what happened. So about last night. So I'm at work. I'm just doing my thing, and I'll be honest. There's some really nice people that I work with. Yo, Richie, what's up? I'm just talking about a little work drama. I didn't start this, but check this out. Okay, so I get to work. I'm working away. I'm on the belt, and the last couple of weeks they've had me on the belt instead of down near the chute area to grab the boxes. So I was like, all right, it's a nice change of pace. I don't mind, but it's really fast up there. You have to really move fast. And so far, I've been keeping up with the boxes. Well, I don't understand why someone would yell at me for this. When you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go to the bathroom. So I told two people, hey, I'm going to step off the belt real quick. I'm dying to go. And I was dying to go to the bathroom, right? Dying to go to the bathroom. So what happened is there's a lack of communication. The girl across from me said, oh, yeah, I'll tell your partner to the next. There's a lady next to me. And here's my fatal mistake. I should have told her, the lady next to me. But I told the two girls across from me because I was dying to go. So I thought, oh, all right, I'll just tell these two girls. They'll relay the message to my partner. Right? The message did not get relayed. So I go to the bathroom. When I come back, the lady next to me working the belt, she's screaming, going ballistic. And I was like, calm down, calm down. And pretty much she was using me as like her punching bag, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she didn't punch me, but like she was verbally attacking me. So I tried to calm her down. Then the manager came up and was like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I went to the bathroom for 2 minutes. I come back, she's screaming her head off. She's like, it's not fair to me, John, to grab my boxes and your boxes. I said, well, I told two people that I had to step off, to use the restroom. I said, that's a human thing. I can't control when I have to use the restroom. When you got to go, you got to go. She goes, I understand that, but she's like, you should have gave me a heads up. And I was like, okay, I apologize. I'm like, I should have told you. I said, I did tell two people. And I told her, I said, I was hoping that two of those people would have told you. Apparently they didn't. So it was a big thing. I got upset. She got upset. It was a whole thing, guys. But then things kind of went back to normal. Things kind of calmed down after everybody. Of course, I didn't get an apology, for her screaming at me. But anyway. So, Richie, what you been up to, buddy? How you been? Richie, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. So, there was that. That happened at work. I really hope tonight goes smoother because I don't want anyone yelling at me. Plus, when you work in a work environment, you want things to be nice and smooth and calm. I don't like people like when they yell at me. I would assume no one likes it when you yell at them. And I understand that lady probably didn't mean it, but in the moment I was pissed, and she was being very argumentative and she was being mean and I don't know, it wasn't good for a good work environment, guys. But I mean, I'm just like, I left the belt. I was literally gone probably not even 5 minutes. I raced to the bathroom, relieved myself because I had to go to the bathroom. I was maybe gone maybe 3 minutes, and then I raced back. Anyway, like I said, let's hope tonight at work goes a lot smoother because, and the funny thing is last night it was great. Everything was flowing until I got off the belt. Anyway, and I just thought that was funny because I'm like, apparently I can't go and use the restroom, So it was just very frustrating. I don't know. Anyway, Richie, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope you're doing good. I hope the challenges are going good. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really appreciate being screamed at work, apparently over something like that. Literally, I was gone. Like the last couple of weeks, they've had me on the belt instead of down near the chute to grab the boxes. So I thought, okay, nice, nice change of pace. All of a sudden, I have to use the restroom. Now, it was both of our faults. I should have told my partner, hey, I'm going to step off the belt. But I told two people. I thought they would relay the message. So the belt is like this. So I'm on one side of the belt, then here's the belt, then there's other people on the other side, and there's both trucks on both sides. So the boxes come down the belt like this. You grab it, you scan it, you put it in your truck. I only had two trucks. Sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you get stuck with two trucks. Sometimes you get stuck with three trucks. It's just the luck of the draw. And there's a long row of trucks, and everyone's busy. So I didn't want to bother this lady, that was next to me. So I was just like, all right, well, I'll just tell the two girls on the other side. And I told Richie. The funny thing is, I told those two girls on the other side of the belt, hey, can you relay the message to the girl? Because if you go to the bathroom, then the person next to you has to grab your boxes and throw them in front of your truck so you can scan them real quick when you get back. And I think this lady next to me just over-dramatized it. She freaked out. And so I just said, hey, Karen. And that's the girl on the other side of the belt. And yes, her name is Karen. I said, hey, Karen. She's like, yeah, what's up? I said, hey, do you mind? I said, looking out for my boxes and just kind of throwing them over. And can you relay it to the lady on the other side so she can grab the boxes? She goes, yeah. She goes, I'll tell the other girl on the other side too. I said, that would be great. I said, yeah. Instead of saying one and telling one person, I told two people. I said, listen, I said I'll be gone less than 5 minutes. Oh yeah, no worries, John. I come back and I was maybe gone because you have to use the restroom quick because the boxes do not wait. So I raced to the bathroom. I was in there maybe 3 minutes tops. Raced back. I probably got back to the belt like minute 4. The whole ensemble probably took me 4 minutes, Richie, right? Raced back. Then the lady next to me, she's screaming, howling, where the hell were you, Bears? Going ballistic. And I'm like, calm down. I'm like, I had to relieve myself. I had to use the restroom. No, it's unfair. Like, for me to grab your boxes and my box, and you didn't even give me a heads up. I said, I told two people. I said, they should have told you. That was my mistake. So, lesson learned. I should have just went to the side and said, hey, Lori, that's her name. Lori, hey, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Can you grab my boxes? Sure, John. And I was like, well, you know what, Lori? I said, I've only worked in a factory for, 7 months, and I'm normally not on the belt. So I said, I don't appreciate you screaming at me. Then I had to get a manager and said, look, I'm no one's punching bag. I don't appreciate her. I mean, she was going erratic, like screaming at the top of her lungs, going ballistic. And I'm just like, this ain't a good work environment. I'm like, I wasn't screaming, but she was getting me mad. So I was yelling at my manager, not my manager. I was yelling at my manager about her, not about my manager. Richie, I kid you not, I'm just like, what, somebody can't go and relieve themselves? Oh, man, it was horrible. Finally, things started to calm back down, and then, I just got back on the line and ignored that Lori girl, or whatever the hell her name is. I don't even think that's her name. It starts with an L, I can't remember. And then the manager's like, don't worry, John, I understand you had to go to the bathroom to relieve yourself. And I said, yeah, I said, I'm not asking for money. I said, can you just talk to that girl and tell her, one, to shut up, two, to stop screaming at me? She goes, yeah. She goes, I will, John. And I said, plus I said the other manager got on top of me for leaving the belt. And she goes, oh, who was that? And I said, it was that manager over there. I'm not going to say his name. And so I talked to my female manager, the one that I'm really, close with, and she's a very nice person. My other managers are nice, too. I like all my managers. But another manager from another belt came over, Richie, that doesn't know me, and was like, Bears, where were you? Where were you? And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. I'm like, this manager, that doesn't even work on this belt. Now he's going to give me a bunch of crap. And I said, I'm talking to my manager about this. And I said, it has nothing to do with you. Fears, I'm a manager. And I was just like, all right, I understand that. But I said, you don't understand what happened. So it was a whole thing. So, yeah. So nobody likes getting yelled at work, especially from a coworker that I barely talk to. I barely talk to that girl, And really, she's not even a girl. She's like near 60, and she has the worst attitude ever. She's like maybe 56, 57, and she has the worst attitude ever. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I need to use the restroom, So I'm like, I have to step off the belt. And I even admitted my part that was wrong. I said, you know what? to this girl, to the girl to the side of me. I said, I should have told you. I said, I told two girls across the belt, can you relay the message? I said, apparently they didn't relay the message. So I said, I apologize. But I said, you have no right to yell, scream, go ballistic at me. And I told that to the manager. She goes, you're right, John. She goes, she has no right to yell and scream. She probably just, got frustrated. I said, yeah, but I said, I'm frustrated, but you don't see me yelling at her. I'm like, I know better. I'm like, because that's a fellow coworker, and you shouldn't scream at a fellow coworker. So there's no respect. So, I don't know. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. So, it went from a great night, and the funny thing is when the other boss from another line came up and accused me of, Fears, why are you missing the boxes? I was like, this is funny. I'm like, I haven't missed one box, not one box, all night. I said, the minute I step off the line to use the restroom, well, of course I'm going to miss some boxes because I'm in the restroom. I have to relieve myself. That's why I told the two other girls, Richie, hey, can you watch out for my boxes? And they did. As soon as I came back, there was about 5 or 6 boxes in front of my 2 trucks. So I said, okay. I said, I'll quickly scan these, throw them in the truck, organize them, and then get right back on the belt. And that's exactly what I did in between that lady screaming at me. So I talked back to her. I didn't scream at her. She was screaming. So I'm scanning, putting it away, putting it away. And then I finally said, all right, I'm done. I said, I'm done with this lady. I'm going to grab a manager because she keeps screaming at me. And it was the same old crap. When you leave the belt, you should tell someone. I was like, I did tell someone. That's the funny thing. I said, I told 2 people. I just didn't tell you. Because she has the worst attitude ever, and I don't like to talk to her. And that's not the first time she's yelled at coworkers. I've seen her yell at other people, and nothing that no one else does is better for this lady. She's always this coworker, and she's not even a boss. She's not a boss. She's not a manager. She's always yelling at other people, and I was just like, wow. I'm like, I stepped off the belt for 3 minutes to relieve myself, to use the restroom, come back. And I didn't even miss that many boxes. I think in front of my first truck, I had 3 boxes. And in front of the second truck, I had, like I said, about 6 boxes. So total, 6, 7, 8, there was 9 boxes. I went, this will be easy. I'm like, I'll just scan those 3 boxes, throw them in the truck real quick, run over, get the 6 boxes, scan, put them in, organize them, then everything will be back to normal. That's what I thought. This lady had a whole other world of shit going on. I'm like, Fears, I can't believe, where are you? I'm like, going, to a psycho level. It was insane. And so I finally went up to my female boss, like, I gotta talk to you. And I said, she has no right. She goes, I understand where you're coming from, John, but she goes, I also understand where she's coming from. You didn't tell her. And I said, well, I apologize. I said, I thought telling 2 people was enough. She goes, yeah, but she goes, John, you didn't tell the right 2 people. Because she said, clearly, those 2 girls that you told across the belt, yes, they grabbed your boxes, but they didn't tell the person next to you, so she had to grab the rest of them. And I said, okay. I said, well, fine. I said, she shouldn't be yelling at me. It was a whole world of shit, so let's just hope tonight is a lot better. But I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, I was gone for a total of 3 minutes. 3 minutes just to use the restroom. And then, because I missed some boxes, in my head, I'm like, of course I'm going to miss some boxes. I'm not near the belt. I'm using the restroom. I told 2 people it should be fine. And again, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Wow, I missed 9 boxes while I was using the restroom. That lady should have been like, okay, because I've seen her leave the belt plenty of times to use the restroom. Hell, she leaves the belt more than I do because she's like near 60. People that are near 60 have to use the restroom more, But her argument was, well, I tell the right people. I'm like, I didn't think it mattered. I just told 2 people, hey, I'm going to use the restroom. Can you watch the belt for me? And if you see a box, just throw it on my side. Sure, Fears, no problem. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Bada bing, bada boom. But because I didn't tell the person next to me, that lady went ballistic. Anyway, like I said, let's hope tonight's work shift is better. And I hate working on the belt. I love working down in the chute the chute area where they throw the boxes down, and organizing the boxes in front of the trucks. I like doing that. That's a fun job. Doing the trucks, horrible. I hate that. I hate doing the trucks. Ugh. Richie says I'm doing good. Well, I'm glad, Richie. I'm glad you're doing good. Anyway, I just had to tell you guys that before we started, I had to get it off my chest, man. I was just like, really? So it went from a great day at work to a horrible day at work, all because of that old lady screaming at the top of her lungs at me. And she wasn't going to let it die. Like, once I went and told the manager what was going on, she's like, oh, yeah, be a freaking tattletale. I'm like, I'm not being a tattletale. I'm like, you're screaming at the top of your lungs like a friggin' psychopath. And I'm like, I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm like, am I screaming at you? Yeah, whatever, Fears. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, kiss my ass, Of course, I didn't say that to the old lady, but that's what I was thinking. And I was like, yeah, you can go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk. I'm like, I'm going to tell a manager. I'm like, you're not going to get away with this. I'm like, even if you were screaming at somebody else. I'm like, you can't do that. You can't be screaming and hollering and being a psychopath at work, You have to leave all your problems at home. And she was screaming. Plus, she has the most shittiest attitude, this lady. And again, the funny thing is she's not even a manager. She's just a normal coworker. That's the funny thing about it. Anyway, Richie, I'm glad you're doing good, buddy. So, guys, please pray for me. And you know what? I'll be a good guy. Please pray for that girl that was, she's not a girl because she's near 60. Please pray for that lady that was screaming for me, or screaming at me. Please pray for her, and please pray for me. Please pray that I have a good work day tonight, because I hate a negative attitude. I hate a negative work environment. I hate negativity as a whole. Online, offline, especially online. You guys know, I hate negativity online. Hate it. Absolutely hate it with a passion. So I hope work tonight is nice and smooth. And again, here's the funny thing is we didn't even have that many boxes. We only had like 41,000 boxes, which is not that bad. Remember I told you anything over 50 is considered like a crazy like work night where everyone's going to be busy. You can't take any breaks. Like, sometimes we're so busy, I have to eat my lunch while I'm on the belt. Like, I'll load a couple boxes, eat a couple of bites of my sandwich, put my sandwich back in my bag, because I bring a bag to work. Take a few sips of water, because you have to stay hydrated when you work in a factory. So I sip water, scan the boxes, boom. So, but like tonight, like last night was pretty chill. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll get to enjoy my sandwich. And in between the boxes, like sometimes there's 10 minutes where you don't get a box, but you have to push the boxes down the belt for the other people. So I said, all right, in between this, I should be able to get a couple of sips of water in, use the restroom, eat my sandwich. And everything was going great until that lady went like a psychopath on me. And I was just like, wow. And again, I'll clarify it. She wasn't even a manager. And I left the belt for literally 3 minutes just to use the restroom. I come back. Fears, where were you? What the hell? God! I mean, she was going psychotic, Richie. I kid you not. And I was like, chill. I just went to the bathroom. Just chill it on down. And for everybody that's watching, if you want to hear the whole story about what happened, just rewind the stream and watch it from the very beginning. Anyway, let's move on. But I just had to tell you guys that because that was really frustrating. That happened last night at work. It was crazy. Even my managers didn't know what was going on. They're like, Fears, like, you're such a nice guy. What happened? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. I'm like, I did nothing. I'm like, this lady started screaming at me. I'm like, do you see me screaming at her? And they're like, no. I said, there you go. I said, I wasn't screaming at her. I said, this lady was screaming at me for God knows what reason, It was pretty nuts. It was pretty insane. By the way, No Sleep Mug. You can get this nice, fine, quality merch at www.exhumevisions.com. Check it out. Visions gave this to me as a gift, so I really want to thank Visions for this. It's the new addition to Fears' mug collection. I have so many mugs. Most of them are either Exhume Vision mugs or nerd mugs. It's a combination of of those. So yeah, Richie, I'm so glad work's going good. I'm so glad your life's going good, buddy. And hey, man, thanks a lot for being on my last. I think you were in my last. Wait, not my last podcast because I did that one with Sam, but the one. I think the one before Sam you were on. The last time you were on, Richie. I appreciate that. And you know what? It was good catching up with you, buddy. It was good catching up. So anyway, so what do we got going on today? So there's that update about work. Horrible. Well, it went from a good day at work last night to a horrible day because of that lady screaming her guts out. Again, I clarify, she wasn't even a manager. She was just a coworker, and she just has a bad attitude, and she was just screaming her lungs out. So it went from a good day to a bad day. Let's see, what other updates? Hung out with Sam last weekend. Finally, the return of Fears and Sam. Yeah. And you know what? I told Sam, I said, Sam, Sam got a new job. Sam got a new job. I'm so proud of Sam for getting a new job. Sam said, you know what, Fears, I wasn't happy. I'm trying to be happier. And I said, that's good, Sam. I said, listen, as your friend, I want you to be as happy as possible. I said, if you're not happy in your work environment or you're not happy with your life, no one can change it but you, buddy. And I said, I'm glad that you're changing stuff. All that. Let's see, what other updates? So me and Sam had a blast. We went to Red Robin, Sam's favorite restaurant. So I thought that would cheer him up. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'll try to cheer up my butt. I said, you know what, Sam? I said, don't worry about food. And he goes, yeah, Fears, I'll pay next time. I said, yeah, don't worry about it. I said, I'll buy you lunch. So we bought lunch. We sat down. We caught up. So it was good to catch up with Sam. Talked about anything and everything. So I'm fully caught up with everything with Sam. So yeah. Yo, it's Jeremy. Jeremy says, pulled up to the house about 7 or 8 and yelled to the cabbie, yo, home, smell you later. Looked at my kingdom. I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, that's right, buddy. Oh, yeah. I used to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day. Actually, I've got all of the episodes, buddy, right over here up on this shelf. So, yeah. Listen, Jeremy, that was a great show. That was a hell of a show. You know what I think they should do? They should do a reunion episode with all the original characters. How great would that be? I'm just saying. Yeah, see? Jeremy's on board. Jeremy said, hell yeah, Fears. It's a great idea. I knew you'd catch the reference. Well, I think the better question is why wouldn't I catch that reference? You know, so I did a Fears-ism on a Fresh Prince-ism. Oh yeah, Jeremy. I have watched that show front to back to front. Yeah, sometimes I watch episodes right in the middle. One of my favorite episodes is when Will's dad comes back, and we find out that Will's dad is nothing but a piece of shit. And he's like this lonely kind of like truck driver, and he says he wants to be in Will's life. But then at the last minute, he bails on Will because he's got this big job opportunity. And then Will just laces in and talks to Uncle Phil about his shitty dad. So that's a great episode. Anyway, what else is going on? Let's see. So hung out with Sam. Let's see here. Me and Sam may be doing a stream this weekend. We may be going golfing this weekend. I'm just waiting on Sam. Sam started a new job, so he said, Fears, sometime this week. I think he said Tuesday. I think he said tomorrow he'll get his schedule. So I said, that's cool. I said, let me know what your schedule is, Sam, because we all know my schedule. I normally, Fears' work schedule starts anywhere from 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, just depends on what they want. And I go to usually like 8 or 9 or 10 in the morning, depending on how many boxes we have at the factory. Jeremy says, Dad turns out to be a jerk. Oh, yeah. He's a total jerk in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was good to see Sam. It was really good to see Sam. Me and Sam did a live stream yesterday. The live stream went fantastic. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Let's see, what else? Me and Randall are going to write the rest of Fears Man 5 script tomorrow afternoon. Really, we only have a little bit left to write. And it's really the ending. I said, Randall, I kind of want to switch up the end. Like, I read, nothing against Randall's writing. Me and Randall co-wrote this new episode of Fears Man. So I came up with a couple of ideas. Randall came up with a couple ideas. So we're gonna share the writing. So when you guys watch the credits, it's gonna say written by Randall and John Fears. And I said, you know what, Randall? I said nothing against this ending, but I said I think we could spice it up a little bit because it just abruptly ends. And I was like, there needs to be a little bit more. I said, and then Randall was like, well, what do you think? I said, well, maybe we should like have them like after the big fight with Black Aldrin and Fears Man. I said, after Fears Man vanquishes, he demolishes, he crushes Black Aldrin. I said maybe the next day in the security office when they're about to go on their security rounds at their security job. I said maybe we can talk about and introduce the Mockingbird. Maybe the Mockingbird is this like badass new gang in downtown St. Louis. So me and Randall are gonna throw ideas, and we're gonna write a more, I wouldn't say epic ending, just a better ending. I wasn't pleased with the ending, so we need to work on it a little bit. But yeah, Jeremy, I agree. It was good to see Sam. Let's see, what else? Recently I went and saw 2 movies. I'm going to get to that in just a second. I think that's all the updates. I'm going to call Grandma Fears this weekend, see how she's still visiting with my aunt. She hasn't went back to her place in quite a while. She just said, you know what, I'm going to go visit your Aunt Donna for probably 5 to 6 weeks or something like that. And I said, that's cool, Grandma. I said, have fun. So I'm going to talk to her, see how she's doing. We recently had the reveal of the mugs, the new mugs. Fears officially has the Fears Man 26 and the Fears Vlogs mug. So that's good. So I'm really excited about that. Visions did an amazing job. I paid him some money to make the Fears Vlogs mug. So that was the first commission between me and him. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. He came up with his creative ideas. I came with my creative ideas. We blended it together. Turned out to be an epic mug. And I opened the box. And he had a mug for Randall, because Randall has been wanting a Randy mug. It's right over there. I'm saving it for Randall. The next time Randall comes over here, or I go over there, I'm going to take Randall his Randy mug. And Randy's going to present the Randy mug to his mom, because his mom has been wanting one. But Visions did an amazing job on the Fears Vlogs mug. So go to www.exhumevisions.com, check out some stuff. And then in the box, besides my mug and Randy's mug, he gave me an extra mug, the No Sleep mug, which I'm using right now. So big shout out to Lord Visions. So yeah. Yo, heroes. Yo. Heroes. I cannot wait. I'm thinking, if I go to MegaCon, I'm going for 2 reasons. One, I want to go hang out with you. Because I think your daughter told me in the Discord. I said, yeah, I may go with your father for a day at MegaCon. She goes, well, he's going to be there. I think your daughter said she's going to be there all 4 days, but your daughter said you're only going to be there Friday and Saturday, right? Something like that. I said, well, if I do go, it's going to be 1 day, and I want to go meet Nev Campbell and get an autograph. Oh, Nebby Campbell. It's going to be good. So I may just go just for that. Just for that. Just get in real quick, get a signature, say, you're still my celebrity crush. You're still hot at 49. You're rocking. Scream's the best. Give Fears a kiss, and then I'm out. And then I'm out. We'll see if I do that. Can I see the new mug? I missed that. Oh, you missed it, Jeremy? All right, give me 1 second. I'll get the mug. So, well, to clarify, Visions gave me that mug, and then he gave Randy this mug. Give me 1 second. And then this is the mug. This is the mug that Visions gave Randy, because Randy wants to give this mug to his mom. So it's literally a mug of just all Randy faces on it. So I put it over here for safekeeping for Randy. And then I'll get the new Fears Vlogs mug. It's in the dishwasher, so let me grab it because I was using it. But I'll pull it out real quick and I'll show it to you, Jeremy. Give me 1 second. right, here we go. Bam! Right there. Look at that. Jeremy, look at that. Oh, yeah, Fears Vlogs. And then, so this design was designed by Randall. And then Visions did something very clever. So, Vision says, Fears, this is before the caffeine. And then this is after the caffeine. So this is Vision's drawing. So Visions drew this. So Visions based this drawing on Randall's drawing. So now I have an official Fears vlog. I'm going to put it over here. I'll put it back in the dishwasher after the stream is done. So yeah. So yep. Hero says he's going to be there Thursday and Saturday. Okay, got it. Well, I think it was either you or your daughter said that Saturday gets pretty crazy, Hero. So I may just go Thursday because I don't really want to go. If I'm going to go, I want it to be a chill day. I don't want it to be like going ballistic on Saturday. So yeah. Jeremy says that's awesome. Is he selling them or is it? I mean, Jeremy, if you ask Visions, he'll probably make you one. So he could probably make you one. If you pay Visions enough, he'll probably make you one. But I asked him to make that. So that one's a custom mug for me because I was like, you know what? I got a Fears Man 26 mug. I want a Fears Vlogs mug. So whenever I'm doing my streams, I can use it, from time to time. Sadly, I can't use it today because I drank out of it yesterday and I put it in the dishwasher and I haven't ran the dishwasher. Before I go to work tonight, I'm going to run the dishwasher and clean it. So, but I thought, okay, that's in the dishwasher. I said I will use the no sleep mug. And this is the first time I've used this. I've got the stickers, but Visions threw this in as like an extra goodie. So Visions always, not just me, if you buy anything from Visions shop, he'll give you the hookup, So big shout out to Lord Visions. Go to www.exhumevisions.com. Check out some cool fucking merch. Buy some cool fucking merch. Hell yeah. So yeah. And I just spilled fucking coffee. God damn it. Well, give me 1 second, because I just spilt it everywhere. Well, that sucks. I took a big gulp, and it was too big of a gulp, and now there's coffee on the floor, so give me 1 second. And there's coffee on my fucking shirt. So, give me 1 second. So, now I'm going to have to clean coffee off the floor. Give me 1 second here. Fucking coffee spilled all over the floor. And right here. And then it's on my fucking shirt. Alright. Alright, cool. We're good now. We're good. Let's see. Hero says Saturday is when the famous people show up. Panels are on Saturdays. Oh, wait. So wait. The celebrities only show up on Saturday? Heroes, they don't show up any other day? Well, that sucks. So that means I'm going to have to go on Saturday if I want to meet Nev Campbell. Jeremy says, Lord Visions always wins. Hell yeah. Well, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Listen, Jeremy, he's a great friend of mine. He's a great friend of mine, a great guy. Makes amazing merch. So yeah, Jeremy, if you want a Fears Vlogs mug, I'm sure if you ask Visions, hey, I saw Fears' new mug in his stream. Do you think if I pay you some money, you think you can make me one? He'll probably send you one, Jeremy. So go to Vision's website. There's an email section. If you write him an email and say, hey, this is where I live. This is my address. Can I pay you some money? Can I have you do a commission? Can you get me a Fears Vlogs mug? He'll probably do it. Visions ain't going to say no to money. And he's always working away on, for his website, which that's one of the reasons. I have a lot of reasons why I respect Visions. I respect him as a person. I respect him as a friend, but I also respect him as a businessman. Like, literally, I think it's so cool that Visions said, you know what, fuck 9 to 5. I hate 9 to 5. I'm going to make my own business. And he literally said, yeah, I don't want to work for anyone. I want to work for myself. And he made a business. I think that's so fucking cool. It's very commendable. It's admirable. And I love that he followed his dreams. And that's why I give Visions a lot of my support, because Fears is trying to make his dreams come true too. I think we all are. We're all kind of working on it. But that's pretty cool that Visions did that. And like I said, he makes amazing merch. It's funny. It's like memes and shit, and it's parodies. I mean, he does a lot of funny shit on there. So yeah. Funny. Yo, Gaming Attack Yeti, what's up? Good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. It's been a minute. All right, let's continue on. So, time for the weekend review. The first topic. So, Fears had a hell of a weekend. It was amazing. So, to start the weekend off, I did a epic, going nuts, I mean, it was huge, stream for St. Paddy's Day. Fears got just a tiny bit drunk. By the end of the night, I wouldn't say I was slaughtered, but I was getting there. So I started off, I had one big boot, and then I had a half a boot, right? So that was the end of my show. Then Sam did a stream. Sam's on his stream on Twitch. He's getting drunk, and I thought, you know what? It's St. Paddy's Day. Should I keep getting drunk while I watch Sam's stream off camera? So I poured myself a half a boot and drank the other half of the boot. By the time I went to bed, the room was a spinning. I was like, whoa, yeah, I feel good. All right. So I was feeling pretty good by the end of the night. It was, yeah. And of course, Fears did, well, it's not my favorite drink. It's one of my favorite drinks. I did my screwdrivers, orange juice, and Crystal Skull vodka. And Jeremy, I finally topped off the vodka bottle. So now, whenever Christmas rolls around, or my birthday, I'm going to buy a new version. Because there's different versions of the Crystal Skull. I have the classic one. And the classic one comes in the clear Skull bottle. The vodka is clear. And this is a clear bottle. I'm going to fill it up with water. It's in the dishwasher right now. I'm gonna let it run through the dishwasher about 3 or 4 times, get all that booze out of it, the excess booze out of it, get the booze smell out of there, fill it up with water, put the stopper in it, and I'm gonna put it over there on the shelf with all the movie props. Even though it's not a prop, I'll put it near the shelf because the skulls are really cool, and I'm not gonna throw it away. It's that cool. So my plan is to collect all the skulls, and on their website, they've got like 6 or 7 different skull bottles, and in each one, there's different vodka. So I think the next one I'm going to get, I think it's called Omnox vodka, and it comes in the black Crystal Skull head. So I think that's the next one I'm going to get. So I'll probably buy that one around Christmas time or around my birthday. So yeah. And I've never tried that one, so I'm really excited. So yeah, so I topped off that. And because everyone's like, Fears, you've only got a little bit left. Why don't you top it off? And I was like, you know what? It's St. Paddy's Day. What the hell? Why not? So I did. I topped it off and then did my stream. I've looked at the St. Paddy's Day stream, Heroes. It's well over 125 views. I haven't looked. I don't know what the view count is now, but apparently people like seeing Fears have fun and get drunk. But I didn't start. I mean, through the stream, I had a pretty good buzz. It was only towards the end where I was getting really drunk, because that's when the booze was kicking in, and I was like, oh shit, I am just fucked. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna just stay here. I didn't even make it to my bed. I slept here for a little bit. I woke up at around 6 in the morning, and I was like, all right, now I'm going to bed. Got up, I had a glass of water, right to bed, and then Fears woke up the next day at around 11-ish, 12-ish, got up, did a Walmart haul and a Goodwill haul. But I'm telling you, when I did the haul, slim pickings last weekend. Slim pickings. I was like, really? I'm like, normally Walmart's got some cool shit to buy, like movie-wise. And normally I can find tons of Blu-rays at Goodwill. Apparently there was almost slim to none. I can't say zero because I did find 1 or 2. But the stuff I found, they were like, they were okay. So I got to admit, the haul last weekend, yeah, it was all right, but it could have been better. So very slim pickings at the thrift stores that I went, and I went to two Goodwills, and both of them slim pickings. But a lot can happen in a week. So hopefully this weekend, whenever I do a haul, hopefully the pickings are a lot better. So after that, then Fears went and saw not one movie, but I saw two movies. And at first I wasn't going to do that. First I was just going to go see Shazam, Furies of the God. Amazing film. Amazing superhero. But you know what? He's a good superhero, but he's not a great superhero. You know who a great superhero is? The almighty Fears Man. That's right. Fears Man will always reign superior when it comes to superheroes. He's a superhero like no other superhero, and he has a very near dear center in Fears Man's heart. That's right. Why? Because I am the Fears Man. Fears Man has got the heart of a warrior, the heart of a champion. That's right. The wisdom of Zeus, the strength of Zeus. All his villains will crumble in his hands. The rivers will run red with their blood of Fears Man's villains. That's right. Fears Man has got the power. He's got yellow laser eyes. He's got the strength of Zeus. He's got the power of the almighty power of fucking stench. He can fucking pull down his little fucking, spandex pants down to his ankles, bend over, and rip a fart like no other fart. His fart is like acid power, man. That's right. And he's got the greatest power of all. He's got the power of fear. He can look into his villains' minds, and whatever they fear, he can use that power against them. So Shazam, it's all right. He's okay. So I went and saw that. Yo, Visions, what's going on? I'm just recapping the weekend, buddy. Just recapping the weekend. So yeah. So I'm about to walk out, and I'm like, you know what? I've been dying to see Creed. I was like, dying to see Creed. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go watch Creed too. So Visions, I only saw, not only Shazam, and that's what I was telling everybody. I was like, yeah, Shazam's all right. I'm like, he has nothing over Fears. I'm like, Fears reigns supreme. The Fears Man, he's got the power of fucking stench. He can put somebody out with one of his fart blasters in 2 seconds. And he'll be like, oh yeah? What do you think about this? Fart, the fucking stench goes up their nose, and then they fucking pass out and shit. He's got the almighty power of Zeus, the wisdom of Zeus, the heart of a warrior, the heart of a champion. That's right. Fears Man fears nobody. That's right. And then right when you came in, Vision, that's when I was on my spiel, man. I'm like the rivers of Missouri will run red with the blood of Fears Man's villains. That's right. Any villain tries to take over the Fears Man will crush him in his hand, and they'll turn into fucking powder. That's right. That's right. Jeremy says, Fears has brains, brawn, and a big penis to boot. That's right. That's right. I do have a big penis. That's right. Let's see. Vision says, hi, Richard. Vision, I'm glad you got here. I wanted to thank you for the mug again. I appreciate that. And you know what, Visions? Jeremy hadn't seen the mug, so he said, Fierce, I missed that stream. Can I see the mug? And I said, sure. I said, Visions gave me this extra mug, and I'm using it right now, Visions, for my coffee. No sleep. I had the stickers, but now I have the official no sleep mug. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Go to his website, buy it, embrace it, love it, cup it, hold it, cherish it, kiss it, do whatever you want with it. It's fucking great. Then I showed Jeremy, I said, this is Randall's design, and then Visions did something very clever. This is before the caffeine. This is after the caffeine. So this is Visions. So Jeremy, this is Visions' drawing of Randall's drawing. I love it because I told Jeremy, I told Visions, I'm like, Visions, go nuts. I said, meme it up. I said, it doesn't even have to be a white mug. I said, it can be a different color. I said, you've got creative control. I said, do whatever you want, buddy. I said, go nuts with it. And he went, all right, Fears. He goes, I'll come up with something. He sent me, and he goes, hey, Fears, what do you think of this? I said, I love it. I think it's great. And he went, all right. He goes, I'll send it to you. So Jeremy, he brought me 3 mugs. And you missed a hell of a show, Jeremy, let me tell you. That was a great show. I opened the box. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Here's Randy's mug. And I got that, and I showed you. I got Randy's mug right over there on the bottom shelf. So whenever he comes, Visions, I'm going to give it to him. Or the next time Randy comes here, I'll give it to him. Or the next time I go over to Randy's, I'm going to give it to him. And then Randy's going to give that mug to his mom. And he also put some stickers in there for Randy. And Visions, Jeremy, put some stickers in my mug, too. And you know what, Visions? I've already used 2 of those stickers. You know, the horror ones on those stickers, I put, even though I had already 2 horror stickers on my coffee pot, I went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting all horror stickers on my coffee pot. So here, let me show you real quick where I put them. Let me show you. Because I don't think you guys have seen the coffee pot in quite a while. So I'll show you guys the new stickers. So here we go. All right, here we go. There we go. Can you guys see it? There we go. So we got Blockbuster, YouTube, and then look, Visions, there's the old horror pictures, right? These are the 2 new horror pictures. So horror, 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 horror. Then that shark one from that nice girl, Stephanie, at church camp. She gave me a whole bunch of Jaws stickers, so I put the Jaws stickers. Then one of my church campers said he was like 17 and he works at a Shell station. And he went, Fears. He goes, you know that picture of that coffee pot you showed me? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I want to add something to it. I went, right on, man. And so he goes, well, I work at a Shell station. We get free stickers all the time. So he gave me these. So big shout out to Ryan for giving me, not only being a good camper and a cool person at church camp, buddy, but you hooked me up with some stickers, and he did subscribe to my channel. Then Visions gave me this one, Watch Sleepaway Camp, which I did, buddy, and it was awesome. Then Stephanie gave me the Jaws-miss, your Jaws-miss. And then at a convention, I got this. And then at another convention, I got this. So I'm telling you, Visions, I'm running out of spots. Then if you look behind, I made this. I'm going to have to change this because look how dirty it's getting. Visions made this, the official Fears Vlogs sticker. I got this one for Christmas, this one for Christmas. And then I got this one, I farted, from a convention. Some guy was like, hey, Fears, I saw your coffee mug. I want to add to it. And I said, yeah. I said, what do you want to add? And he goes, hey, Fears, check this out. And he gave me the I farted sticker. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, that is going on my coffee pot. So that's what I got so far, guys. That's what I got so far. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, check this out. Look at that. That's pretty cool. This is Fears' little coffee station. This, oh, official Fears sticky notes. That's right. So that's what I got so far. So I'm going to add some more stickers to it. So we'll see what I can come up with. All right. Oh, yeah, Visions, look at this. All right, let me plug the computer back in so it doesn't die. Let's see here. Let's see. Richie says, hey, wait. Richie says, Fears Vlogs, you need to get one of my mugs for your collection. Oh, wait, Richie, you've got mugs? Ooh, nice. I'm going to go to the Richie website and check it on out. Richie, if you go, your website's on your on your YouTube channel, right? All right, after this stream, I'm going to go to Richie Wright's site and check it on out. We'll see what muggage I can get. The mug collection, it's getting kind of out of control. I mean, I'm running out of shelf space, buddy, but I'll try to get one. That's right. Jeremy says, Visions, how does it feel to know that Randy's mom will put your product in her mouth? Pretty sweet. That was pretty great. That was fucking legendary. Jeremy, you're hilarious. That was great. I couldn't have said it better myself. Oh my God, that was great. Vision says, I feel very special and a little hot, Jeremy. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Vision says, Fears, are you going to buy a second coffee pot for more stickers? No, I've got an idea, Visions. Once the coffee pot is just filled to the brim with stickers, I have these plastic containers that hold all my hats and my shoes in my closet. So any new sticker I get, whether it's from your website or from a convention or from church camp or from wherever, I'm going to put all the stickers on those plastic containers. And then once all those are filled, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. But it's going to take a long time to fill up all those plastic containers because there's so much space on those plastic containers. So I should be all right for a little bit. But we'll see, buddy. We'll see what happens. But again, Visions, I can't thank you enough for all the products. And Visions, Jeremy was asking about a Fears Vlogs mug. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm not selling them right now. I said, maybe one day I will sell them. But I said, Visions is not going to say no to money. So I said, Jeremy, I said, if you want a Fears Vlogs mug, I said, Visions has got an email on his website. I said, Jeremy, write to Visions, say, hey, yo, it's Jeremy from Fears Man's chat. I would love a Fears Vlogs mug. Can you make me one? Visions will be like, sure, give me some money. Jeremy, you give him some money. Within a week, muggage. That's right. That's right. All right, let's see. Back to the weekend. So after I got done with the haul, again, the haul could have been better. But I'm just saying, any thrift shop I went to last weekend, the pickings were just weak sauce, man. Weak sauce. So then I came home, did a stream, and then Sam was doing a stream, and then I finally got to catch up with Sam and said, Fears, what are you doing on Sunday? I said, I may go to church, I may not. I ended up not going to church because I drank so much, I had a massive headache, so I was like, I'm not going to church. So Sam was like, all right, Fears, after church, he goes, on Sunday morning, I'm going to go do laundry at my sister's house. And I said, okay, that's cool, because I don't think Sam has a washer or a dryer at his house yet. Plus, he said, I want to go hang out with my sister. So he went to his sister's, and he said, Fears, as soon as I get done with my laundry, I'll come and hang out. Oh, yeah, by the way, new haircut. So I got a new haircut, too, over the weekend. And then me and Sam went to lunch, went to Red Robin. That's Sam's favorite restaurant of all time. According to Sam. Sam said, Fear, that's got to be one of my favorite restaurants. And I was like, I like Red Robin. I'm like, they have great chicken sandwiches. They've got great hamburgers. So I said, we can go there. Because I wanted to cheer Sam up. And pretty much Sam told me everything that's been going on. I knew pretty much everything. But I said, Sam, what else is going on that I don't know about? And he said, all right, Fears, here we go. And Sam just told me everything. And I was like, man, that's a lot of shit to go through. And he went, yeah, it is, Fears. And I said, no wonder you had to take 3 weeks off, buddy, from your life, from YouTube, from Twitch, everything. You know what I'm saying? Vision says, could be the first mug in your very own merch store. Yes, indeedy. Oh, yeah. Visions, one of these days, you're going to convince Fears to get a merch store. I'm just so nervous to do a merch store. Again, it's the same reason why I haven't opened up a mailbox. If I open up a mailbox, half of you guys would use it right. The loyal fans would use it right. I can only imagine what the trolls would send me. Like fake blood, real blood, body parts. I mean, oh my God. They would abuse the Fierce Man mailbox. And I've been wanting to do it. I want to read your guys' fan letters. Like, I don't expect anyone to send me. I even told, people, don't send me packages. Just send me fan letters, and I would read them. Now, I told Randy, because Randy was like, well, Fears, what if someone sends you a package? I said, Randy, I'm going to tell people not to send me packages because I'm humble. I said, I just want fan letters. I said, but if somebody does send me a package, I will show my appreciation. I will open it up and say, hey, thanks a lot for sending me something, But I can only imagine what they'd send, And then, again, Visions, if I opened up a merch store, I wouldn't want trolls to buy my merch because they don't deserve that merch, Because, I don't want a hater buying my shit, But one of these days, I've got to get over that fear and just open up the fucking merch store. You know what I'm saying? I just need to get over that fucking hump and just do it. And I hope to God one of these days I do it. I really do. But Visions, your Fears vlog mug came out. Amazing. I love it. So now we have the official Fears Man 26 mug. The official Fears vlog sticker. Right? We have the official Fears vlog mug. Now it's time to do another commission and do the official Fears Man 26 sticker. So Visions, that's probably going to be the next commission I talk to you about here in a couple of weeks. Probably in a couple of weeks, I'm going to pay Visions some money, and we're going to design a sticker. Oh yeah. So that's my next idea, Visions. So probably in about maybe a month and a half, me and Randy's going to come up with an idea. I'm going to send Visions the particulars. I'm going to pay Visions whatever money he wants, and we're going to do collab 2, because the first collab was this. So Visions, I cannot wait to make the official Fears Man 26 sticker. Oh, shit, yeah. Double thumbs up. Double thumbs up. Plus, I love this coffee mug, buddy. So let's see. What else has been going on? Then after me and Sam did lunch, we had a hell of a stream. We made some more progress on Dead Space. We made some more progress on Donkey Kong. We made some more progress on, in honor of Resident Evil, the remake coming out in a couple of days. Me and Sam are going to try and finish Dead Space as quickly as possible. And I said, well, Sam, we're going to play Resident Evil, the remake, in about a month and a half. That's when Sam wants to play it. I went, all right, that sounds good. I'm like, that sounds good. And I said, all right. So I said, Sam, in honor of us playing it in a month and a half, Visions, we played some more Resident Evil. So we played some Resident Evil 4, the original, and I loved it. And I'll be honest, it took me a little while to get used to the original controllers again. I was like, right on. Because we were doing the PlayStation controller or whatever Sam told me, and those controls are kind of funky, you know. So I kept, instead of reloading, I kept firing. So I was like, damn it. So every scene, almost yesterday, you see me shoot one shot, and I'm like, god damn it. And then I have to reload, and then I went to go shoot, and I just couldn't remember the fire button and the reload button. But it was a good stream, nonetheless. So we played a lot of video games last time. Yo, Stinky Pete, what's up? How you been? You know, I don't understand it either, Stinky Pete. I don't get it, but let's not bring it up, you know? Because clearly it has no effect because lots of fans are watching, you know? So who cares, you know? They can boycott all they want. I don't care. No, it doesn't affect me. Zero. So yeah. So it was a pretty good weekend. Visions, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? How was everyone's weekend? Put it in the chat. Let me know. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Like I said, my weekend was fan-friggin-tastic. It was good. I'm looking forward to going to some conventions here in a couple of weeks. Let's see. It's March 20th. The next convention. Oh, you know what? I missed this one. I missed March 11th. And March 12th. I missed those. Oh, well. So the next one is the Tampa, Florida Extravaganza, April 22nd and 23rd. So, yeah. Well, Stinky Pete, there was 9 people watching. But now we've got 5 people. So, they kind of come and go. So, I think the next convention I'm going to go to, April 22nd, 23rd, it's a 2-day con. The Tampa, Florida Extravaganza. I went to that one before, and that one's a lot of fun. Visions, your guess is as good as mine. You know, a certain someone in the community, starting with a Q, we all know who I'm talking about, said, hey, we're boycotting. But again, I don't like that guy. He doesn't like me. I don't like him. So every couple of years, this idiot will just say, hey, we're boycotting Fears. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't done a single thing to him. If anyone should boycott, it's me boycotting him because that guy just loves to start trouble. So, Stinky Pete, Visions, Jeremy, all my loyal fans, don't listen to a word that guy says. So, that's all I'm going to say on it. So, yeah. And Stinky, I wasn't rude to any of my fans. That's a lie. Because I'm not being rude to you or Visions or Richie or Jeremy. So, he's lying. I am not rude. The only people I've ever been rude to, obviously, are trolls or people in the chat trying to start shit. And then you guys know what I do. I don't put up with negativity or people bad-mouthing my friends or bad-mouthing my family. And then I block them. So if he thinks that is bad-mouthing my fans, it's not. That's two different things. I get rid of the troublemakers that try to derail the show. You know? And I stand up and I stand up for my fans, I stand up for my friends, and I stand up. So yeah. So it's a straight up lie. So again, you guys know me. If you guys are like, here's this golden rule. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. If you start shit in my chat, I don't put up with that crap. But see, I don't have anything to worry about, Richie, Vision, Stinky P. You guys aren't going to start any shit because you guys are loyal, loving fans. You know? And again, I only kick out or time out or block people that make fun of my dad or make fun of the rest of my family, make fun of my friends, make fun of my loyal fans, or just start trouble. And if they start trouble, I'm like, all right, fuck you, you're gone. You know? That's usually what I do because I don't like any form of negativity. So that's all I want to talk about that. But yeah. But big shout out to Visions. Big shout out to Stinky Pete, Richie, Jeremy. Who else is here? Jeremy, Stinky Pete, Visions, Heroes, yo, Gaming Attack Yeti. I don't know if you're still here, but hopefully you're still here. Jeremy. So I got a good, decent amount of fans here. So yeah. Yep. Stinky, I didn't kill anyone. I didn't kill. I got into an accident, but I didn't kill anyone. So it's just him making up lies. So let's stop talking about it. I don't want to talk about that idiot anymore. I don't even want to give that guy the time of day. You know what I'm saying? So put your mind at ease, Stinky Pete. He's an idiot. He always will be an idiot. He's a troublemaker. He'll always cause trouble. He always will. So put your mind at ease. But Visions, I wish you could have made it to the big. Well, you caught the tail end of it. I guess you were busy yesterday. You caught the tail end of it. Me and Sam's stream. It was Visions. I wish you would have been there in the room. That would have been a hell of a time. I was telling who did I tell this to? I told LC. I said, LC, the ultimate hangout would be me, you, Sam, Randy, Visions, Pixel, all in one room, all of us gaming. That would be like the most fucking legendary, epic hangout of the century. Like all of us gaming and shit. That would be so much fun, dude. Yeah. So anyway. Alright, time to move on. Let's see. So that was the weekend update review. Hell of a weekend. Supposedly me and Sam, I think this weekend we're going to try. We're going to try, because Sam got a new job. So I said, Sam, let me know your schedule. We'll figure it out. So he told me he's going to get his schedule around Tuesday or Wednesday. I said, that's fine. I said, just let me know. I said, whenever you can find it out, let me know. So either it's going to be this weekend where Fears is going to try to redeem himself and do a new golf game. Because even Sam said it in our stream yesterday. He went, Fears, your golf game was off, buddy. And I said, it was beyond off. I said, normally my putts are good. I got that rockin' short game. The putts were just not there. And I said, Sam, I'm a good sportsmanship. I said, Sam, you kicked my ass in golf. I shook his hand. I said, good job, buddy. And he goes, Fears, what happened? I said, I don't know. I said, you tell me. I said, my game was non-existent. Non-existent. There we go, Stinky Pete. See, we're back to 8 viewers. So, no worries. So, hopefully this weekend, me and Sam can play golf. get something to eat, and do another stream. Because Sam said off camera, he went, man, Fears, I missed the gaming streams. I said, yeah, but I said, you know what? You needed that time by yourself, buddy. I said, you've been going through a lot of shit. So I said, dude, I never took it personally. I said, remember when my dad died? I said, I pretty much cut almost everybody off, and I just did my own thing. And I said, Sam, here's the thing. I'm still dealing with my dad's death. You know, I'll probably always deal with that because that's hard because I miss him. It's only been 6 months since my dad passed away. And it doesn't even feel real. I know it's real, but it doesn't feel real. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going on vacation next year because, one, I'm overdue for a vacation. And I am so excited to meet the epic Lord Visions. Oh, yeah, Visions, it's going to be going nuts. Listen, the Gothic King Cobra hangout, that's going to be peanuts compared to the hangout with the almighty Fears man. Nothing against Gothic King Cobra. Sadly, I won't be casting any spells. You know what, Visions? I should just do it anyway. Like when we're at the bar, I'll be like, I cast a spell upon the bartender. Please undress yourself and let Fears feel your boobies. You know, that'll be my, that'll be my cast. I'll cast a spell on the hot waitress bartender. I'm like, let me feel your boobies. We'll see. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, you know. And then I'll get to meet Vision's girlfriend's two hot sisters. Right on.
We're at the bar.
Right on. Well, you know what? Hopefully, hopefully they're into the Fears man. We'll see. But Visions, I'm looking forward to hanging out with you, buddy. You are a good guy. You're awesome. You always have been a good guy. You always will be a good guy. I'm ecstatic. I cannot wait. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I am ecstatic. I can't wait. It could backfire, and you will be eternally cursed if you're not a true Gothic bad boy. I know, man. I know. That could be bad. That could be bad, buddy. Yeah. So maybe, you know what?
I cast a spell.
You're right. You're right. You know what, Visions? I may just leave the casting spells to Gothic King Cobra, because what if it does backfire, you know? What if it does? So, I never thought about that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably just leave it to him, Visions. Yeah. All right. So, next, we're going to review. So, Visions, check this out. Well, everybody check it out. It's a 3-movie thing. I've had it for a while, and I've only watched the first one. I need to watch all the others. I mean, I've watched all 3 in the past, but I haven't watched them on Blu-ray yet. So, I'm going to review the first Scream. Definitely, I'm rating it a 9 out of 10. The first Scream started it all. That's when we were first introduced to Ghostface. And without a doubt, they kind of did it like Psycho. Psycho, they killed off the main character. She was only, Marion. Marion was only in the film for the first 20, 25 minutes. They did the same thing with, what's her name? The girl from, the girl, Drew Barrymore. She was only in the film for the first 20, 25 minutes, and they kill one of the main characters off. And you don't always do that a lot in horror. You know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Scream is actually a parody of... It's a funny, scary parody of every horror movie combined, right? Every horror movie combined. So, it's one of my favorite... films, or horror films. And it's a mixture of, like, all different types of horror films. So, yeah. Definitely 9 out of 10. Favorite scene, by far, when Casey Becker gets killed at the very beginning. Favorite kill? Probably when Billy dies at the end. When Billy dies at the end, that's a pretty good death. You know? Let's see, what else? I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom, and I need to turn up the AC, because if you guys look, it's 94 out there. It's pretty hot. It rained all last night, Visions. I think it stopped right before I went off to work. But from like 4 in the afternoon to like 2 in the morning because Fears went into work at 3 o'clock. So around 2 it stopped. So there's a million puddles out there. Thank God it's sunny out and all the water's dried up. So yeah. Let's see. Richie says, never got it in Blu-ray. I'm still old school. Well, Richie, I've still got some DVDs. Ignore the Pringle cans. I haven't put them in the trash yet. But I love my salt and vinegar Pringles. By the way, Vision's new coffee. I tried it today. Oh, shit, man. This is good coffee. It's strong. This is probably one of the strongest ones I've had. So I tried Beyond Black Coffee from Black Rifle Coffee. This is becoming my favorite coffee brand. Not only do I support the troops, I support the veterans and any law enforcement and the fire squad. I mean the fire department. Because I have a lot of friends in Missouri. One of my friends in Missouri, he's a firefighter. My friend Nick used to be 10 years in the police department, but he got sick and tired of that job and said, you know what, Fears? It's time for something new. I went, yeah, man. I said, do it. I said, listen, if the job is old and boring, I said, try something new. But I support the police, all branches of the military. So shout out to the veterans. My dad was a veteran. My dad was in the Army for 10 years. He had 2 cool jobs. He was a paratrooper, so he made an extra $1,000 on the weekend. My dad's a lot more braver than me, man. I couldn't be jumping out of airplanes, which is really funny, Richie, because Fears loves to travel. I love flying. I don't have a fear of heights, but I don't think I could jump out of an airplane. That's just me. So yeah, each bag supports the death of one Middle Eastern child. That's not true, Visions. No, it literally says right here. That was a pretty funny joke, Visions, but that's that dark humor, buddy. No, it says a portion, right here. It says a portion of our profits go to veteran, law enforcement, fire, and first responder causes. This coffee was roasted in the USA. So I love that it supports veterans. I love that it supports law enforcement, any first responders, and a portion of their profits go to those charities. I think that's cool. And they always have some type of military, like the last one I think the last one I drank was Loyalty, and they use dogs in firefighting, and they use dogs in police work, and they use dogs in military, and it was called Loyalty. That was a strong coffee, but not as strong. I mean, this is probably one of the strongest coffees. So far, nothing has beat this because I took a sip at the first part of the stream, guys, and I was like, not only is it a dark roast, but I was like, oh, shit, this stuff is strong. Visions, I forgot. You told me what coffee you and Miss Visions drinks. You said you buy it from Costco, right? Or is it Costco or Sam's Club? You said you go there and you buy it. What type of coffee was it? Because when I come to visit you, buddy, Fears in the morning. I need my coffees. Let's see. Richie says, I still have some VHS tapes. Oh, that's what's up. I'm going to use the restroom here in a minute. But Visions, I forgot. What type of coffee? You said you go to Sam's Club or Costco and you buy a certain brand of coffee. I forgot what it was. It was, I'm trying to think. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for the 4 likes. I don't know who liked the stream 4 times, but thank you for liking. I can't think of it, Visions. I can't think of what coffee it was. I don't remember what. I have to use the restroom real quick, but Visions, tell me what. I know you said you go to Costco or Sam's Club, or both, I think. Something like that. And you said you buy a certain brand of coffee. Let me know what it is. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'm going to turn my AC down a little because I had it at 69 because it was so cold last night. Last night was one of the first times I actually had to throw on a jacket on the way to work. It was freezing last night. It gets more cold at night in Florida than during the daytime. It was cold. It got down to I think 49 last night, 50, and that's cold for Florida. But I'm used to the cold because Fears is from Missouri, and it's gotten down into the negatives in Missouri. Fears is growing out the 5 o'clock shadow. I'll probably have to shave it tonight before work, but We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. I like the scraggly beard every once in a while. All right, I'll be back. But Visions, tell me that coffee. Go ahead and study Black Rifle coffee while I use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. So Vision says, I think it's called San Francisco Bay or something. Yeah, it was something like that. I just couldn't remember. You said you went to Costco and Sam's Club. They have a new flavor called Aloha that I might try. Oh, nice. Well, aloha it up, buddy. Right on. Right on, right on, right on. So, anyway, back to Scream. Yeah, my favorite scene is probably at the very beginning. They kill off one of the main characters within the first 20, 25 minutes. That's probably my favorite scene. My favorite death, though, is probably at the end, the death of Billy. If I had to pick a second favorite death, well, you never see Stu die on camera. You just see him go, oh, like that. Like she pushes the television down. So a lot of people on the internet think that Stu is still alive. He could be because they referenced Stu in this last Scream that I went and saw. So if Stu was still alive and he was in Scream 7, I would shit a fucking brick. That would be hilarious. Wouldn't that be hilarious, Visions? I was like, oh shit, fucking Stu from part 1, he's back. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh shit, he's back. He's back on the Attack Jack. That's right. So yeah. Richie, I got to admit, that's pretty cool that you still got some old VHS tapes and some DVDs. I still have some VHS, but I collect them. I don't watch them. I collect them. They're up there, and they're up there. So yeah. Well, Visions, we'll have to get on, whenever I come to visit you, buddy, we will have to get on some coffee taste tests, man, because I definitely want to check out, because Visions lives near the very first Starbucks ever created. And again, I like Starbucks, but since I have my own home now, it's a lot cheaper to buy coffee and make it here. You go to Starbucks, literally, for a small, or whatever it is, a small, or I can't even remember the size. They have, oh no, I'm sorry, a small is a tall. That's what they call it. It's tall, venti, and then grande. A grande, you're looking at like fucking $9. $9! Boom! You know? And then for a tall, it's like, what? What is it? It's like $5 or some shit. That's why I haven't went back to a Starbucks. I think the last time I went to a Starbucks, not the last time I was in Missouri, because the last time I was in Missouri it was for my dad's funeral. The time before it. The time before where I went on vacation to visit my family and friends. I went into a Starbucks. That's the last time. So 2 years ago. I haven't went into a Starbucks in 2 years. 2 years. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they had the busted TV in the new one. Real what? The busted TV. I don't know what you're on about, Visions. The busted TV. You're gonna have to clarify it for me. What are you on about? They had the busted TV in the new one. I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, so yeah, I like Starbucks, but man, it is so damn expensive. So damn expensive. Again, a tall, what, $5 and whatever it is, $5.30 or it's way too much. And then for a grande, you're looking at like $9, $9.50, almost $10 for a fucking grande. No, thank you. And I'll be honest. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's right. I'm sorry, Vision. Yeah. They had the busted TV in the new one, and that's right. They did, like in the shrine. In the shrine. I don't want to give too much away for people that haven't seen it, Visions, but yeah, when they go into the shrine, they have old memorabilia from all the other films. So yeah. So, but they've never confirmed if Stu was killed. Literally, Stu runs in the first one, right? In the first one, he attacks Sidney Prescott. He trips over something, and then he falls down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you bitch," or he calls Sidney a bitch, and then she just says some like smart alecky comment, and she just tosses the TV on him, and then it cuts to him going, "No!" So we don't know if Stu really died. So if he's still alive in part 7, again, Visions, I will shit a fucking brick. I'll be like, what? The fucking Stu is still alive. At first, I had no idea what you were on about, and then as soon as you said Scream, Stu, I was like, oh yeah, I got you. But yeah, they had the busted TV in Scream 6. And I was like, you gotta be fucking shit me. But they reference Stu, and then you see the busted TV, but people online and people in the Scream franchise are like, Stu could still be alive. And I'm like, he's not alive. But if he is alive, if he does come back, I'll be losing my mind. Yeah, or not Stu, whoever the killer was. Exactly. So there it is. I will say this, Visions, it would be a good twist. It would be a good twist if Stu was still alive. He's like, yeah, no TV's going to kill me. So anyway, if you do yourself a favor, watch the first Scream. I think tonight I'm going to watch either Scream 2 or I'm going to watch Leprechaun 2. Because I'm trying to get through all the Leprechaun movies too. Visions, I was so drunk that night, I only got through 2 Irish movies. I watched The Luck of the Irish, that classic Disney movie. That's one of Fears' favorite Disney movies, is The Luck of the Irish. I watched that, and then I got through Leprechaun 1, and then I dozed off, and then when I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I'm like, Sam's streaming, I got more drunk, and then I went back to sleep, and it was a whole thing, so I didn't get through many Leprechauns. In Visions, you said you were thinking about watching them, but then you decided to watch something else. So I was like, right on. So yeah, so either tonight, I'm going to watch Leprechaun, it's going to be one of these 3. It's either going to be Leprechaun 2, Scream 2, or Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 3, because I've watched 1, and I've watched 2, and Silent Night 1 and Silent Night 2 were fucking hilarious. I fucking lost my mind. So maybe tonight, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 3. Will Ricky return? We'll see. Will Ricky return? Oh, my lord, my lord, my lord. They get more shitty as the sequels go on. That's right, buddy. I can't wait. I love shitty horror movies. Shout out to shitty horror movies. Right on. All right. So that's my analysis of Scream. So watch it, love it, embrace it. Solid 9 out of 10. Favorite character in Scream? In the first Scream, probably Randy. Randy is hilarious. Randy's hilarious in the first Scream. And then, of course, Sidney Prescott, because it's good old Nev Campbell, smoking hot babe. Hey, Billy, do you want a PG-13 movie? And he's like, well, what's that? And then she reveals her boobies. And I'm like, yeah, bring on that PG-13 movie. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. All right. So to end the stream, Fears has not answered any questions in quite a while. So remember like when I would pull questions off the internet and do that? So I thought, you know what? I'll do some acting questions because I don't classify myself as an actor. I classify myself as a wannabe actor, filmmaker, and vlogger, and YouTuber. So when I was a kid, I liked acting. I still like acting, but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a good actor, but I enjoy acting whenever I get to do a voiceover, in Randy's cartoon, or when I do funny little characters for the stream, or when I act, in my vlogs or my short film. I'd say the last time I seriously acted was in my Lonely Ghost short film where I played the ghost. So whenever I can act, I like it. But my true passion, once I got older, I was like, yeah, I'm like, acting's cool. But my true passion, once I started taking all my editing classes in high school, that's the first time I took some editing classes. I took some editing classes in high school, fell in love with it. Then when I found out about my college, Collins College, I was like, oh, I want to go there for film editing. But I took everything. I took every single class. I took film editing, acting 101, filmmaking 101. I mean, I took the whole ensemble, got a double major because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So, excuse me. I just sneezed on my freaking arm. My bad. I knew a sneeze was coming. I apologize. So, Visions, I remember I went up to the dean and said, look, I love filmmaking as a whole. Can I just take everything? And he went, Fears, that would be a lot. He goes, that would be a double major. He goes, that would be 8 years of school in 4 years. I said, I can do it. I can do it. So I did a double major. And all of my majors, this is my whole title. It's Film and Media Arts is the first degree. Film and Media Arts, like film production, / mass communications and social media. That's my 2 degrees molded into one. So those are the 2 things that I studied. So yeah, because I was like, well, why would I want to study just one thing in film school? To make a movie takes a lot. So I said, fuck it. I'll ask I said, hey, Dad, can I just take all these? And he's like, yeah. He's like, if you think you can handle it. And I said, right on. Studied everything. So worth it. And got that degree, man. So yeah, I miss film school sometimes. Other times I don't. There was a lot of people with a lot of crappy attitudes in film school. They would steal Fierce's film ideas. There was a lot of emotions in college. Half the time I loved it, half the time I hated it because of the shitty people that I had to go to school with. Some people in film school were so nice, and other people were just the most horrible fucking people I've ever met in my life. But I cherished those good times. There was more good times than bad times. But, man, whenever those bad times came up and people were being shitty to me and shitty to our film school, that's when it sucked. So, yeah. So, anyway, to get back to the topic. So, once I got out of film school, I was like, you know what? I like editing and making a story from, a beginning, middle, and end better than acting. Again, I still like acting, and I do it whenever I can. But my real passion is editing videos and doing YouTube. So, and recently TikTok, because TikTok has been flowing. I mean, I am up to 8,000. I think last time I looked, 8,239 followers, which is the most followers I've ever had on any of my social media. So I'm tickled to death. So yeah. So I'm going to pull up some acting questions because I haven't done one of these in quite a while. So, and if you guys have got any questions about Fears' earlier years in acting, let me know. Because I did act in a couple of plays and stuff, and I did a very good performance of Kaniki in Grease. So, I just wrote in acting questions, and let's see what pops up. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me pull up some acting questions. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see here. All right. Let's see what. Oh, hang on. I can barely read those. Let's see here. Let me scroll down to one that can... They make all these questions like super small. Okay, here we go. You know what? I will do the James Lipton. Answers. There we go. The James Lipton... Here we go. So at the end, and I love Inside the Actor's Studio. I will do the James Lipton questionnaire. So basically, James Lipton James Lipton would always ask these questions at the end of interviewing an actor, and I'll do them on camera for you. So it's the questionnaire that was invented by Bernard Pivot. Hopefully, I pronounced his name right, and that was James Lipton's favorite television interviewer. And there's a series of questions that he would ask the actors, and the first one is, "What is your favorite word?" Probably my favorite word is energy, because Fears has a lot of it. I have a lot of energy. I like good energy. I hate negative energy.
It's the questionnaire that was invented
So I would say energy. Energy is my favorite word. So yeah. It says, what is your least favorite word? Well, obviously that would probably be no. Everybody hates no, So that would be my least favorite word. And it says, the third question is, what turns you on creatively, spiritually, emotionally? What turns me on? God, friends, family, all the normal stuff that, turn people on. So movies turn me on too. So I would say it's a mix between movies, friends, family, and God. Number 4, what turns you off? Any form of negativity and bullies. So trolls, bullies, any form of negativity. I absolutely hate it. Can't stand it. Any form of negativity. So yeah. What is your favorite curse word? Oh, without a doubt, my favorite curse word is son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Fears is used in many of his short films. I've used it in many of my streams. So, yeah. What's your favorite sound or noise? I've got 2. My mom is a wonderful singer. So whenever my mom sings, I love to hear my mom sing. Because I can't sing. But whenever my mom does sing, that's a great sound. The other one is whenever I crack my neck or crack my back. That cracking noise. One, it feels great whenever you pop your neck or crack your back. So that's my second. That's my second favorite. But my favorite noise is probably my mom singing, or if my dad ever gave me advice, because my dad is still my hero. So I can't pick between those three. So either my dad giving me advice, my mom singing, or my neck cracking. Those are my 3 favorite sounds. What sound or noise do you hate? Oh, I know this one quite well. And I've got 2 sounds that I hate. Any troll talking. I hate that sound or that noise. So that's the first one. The second one is when Fears is trying to sleep in my apartment complex at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, those leaf blowers, I understand they have a job to do. I just don't understand why they can't do it after 10 a.m. It's like, those fucking leaf blowers, I hate. I absolutely hate those leaf blowers. Yo, what's up, Tyler? How you been? So I hate those leaf blowers. Let's see. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt? I think I've said this before. If I had any talent for it, I've attempted to do it on the side while I'm working. What Randall does, writing. I would love to write a book of something at some point. But yeah, so if it was another profession that I would like to attempt, writing. Number 9, what profession would you absolutely not like to attempt? Anything that revolves with a funeral. I wouldn't want to work at a funeral parlor. I wouldn't want to work as a mortician. I wouldn't want to work as a funeral director. None of that. So it's just too creepy. I know they get paid shitloads of money, but the reason why they get paid shitloads of money is because no one wants to do those jobs, So, absolutely not. So nothing. I wouldn't want to be a mortician, a funeral director, none of that. So yeah. Number 10, if heaven exists, which I do believe it exists, it says, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates? Two things. Either he looks dead at me and says, you want a beer, Fears? Either that, or I just think it would be funny because I've had such an interesting life and so many good things and bad things and crazy things have happened to me in my life. Another thing I'd love for him to say, he looks right at me and goes, whew, boy, Fears, do we have a lot to talk about. Those two things would be hilarious if he said that. So there it is. I did the questionnaire from inside the actor's studio. Let's see. Let's go to some more other acting questions. Let's see here. All right, here's a good question. How would you define acting? Well, that's very easy. I find acting very easy. You're just reacting to somebody else. That's acting. If someone's acting sad in the scene, well, obviously you wouldn't want to be happy. So you're reacting to the other person's line. So I would say another definition of acting is pretending to be someone else. You're not you anymore. You're playing another character, so you're pretending to be somebody else. That's how I would define acting. Those two. Let's see here. What are the essential roles in acting? Well, you have the main character, and then you have the sub characters. So the main character would be like Ben Affleck. He's the main guy in the film. Then all the sub characters are the people that he reacts to. So yeah. Let's see. How do you develop a character? Let's see here. Well, the best way I could explain developing a character would be probably like how I develop Fears Man. It all starts with his origin. So you create. This is how I create a character. Anyway, like whenever I wrote The Lonely Ghost, I'm like, where did the ghost come from? So I gave the ghost a name. He was married. He died. Now his wife is a widow. So I would start always from the origin. You start with the origin, and then you keep adding more layers to the character. More layers, and then eventually you have a well-developed character. That's how I do it. There's other ways to develop a character, but that's the way I do it. Let's see. All right, next question. List at least 3 rules that you don't do on stage. Well, whenever I did act, I've acted in plays. The first rule is, unless the script asks for it, you never break the fourth wall. And breaking the fourth wall is talking to the audience, looking at the audience. Sometimes plays do that. Sometimes plays interact with the audience. But unless the script in the play says that you interact, you don't interact with the audience. So that's rule number 1. Typically, in a play or on stage, you don't eat or drink anything, unless the script asks for it. But in all the plays that I've ever been in, I've been in a couple of plays. Never once did I eat anything or drink anything on stage. So I would say those are 3 rules for on stage acting. And that's what my drama teacher taught me. She goes, unless the script asks for you to break the fourth wall or to eat or drink anything, you don't do those 3 things. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, so I would say those 3 things. So all right, let's see here. Let's see. What's the most intense character you've ever played, either on stage or off stage? That's a good question. Let's see here. I'm going through all the plays in my head right now. Let's see. Well, you know what? I would label it like this. Probably the most intense character I played on stage. In high school, we did 4077 MASH. And that's like if you guys have ever seen MASH, the television show, there's a play version of it, and I played the general, and he was kind of He was the smart alecky, no nonsense general. He screamed a lot, shot out the commands. He was pretty intense. So I'd say playing the general, and I got to wear my dad's uniform because I told my art teacher and my acting teacher in high school. I said, well, my dad was in the military, and she goes, oh, John, do you think your dad would let you wear your... I said, well, he wasn't a general. She goes, well, that's okay. She goes, we just need a military uniform. She goes, I'll buy all the medals, and we can pin them on. I said, all right. I said, if I'm going to play this character, I said, John, she goes, I will buy all the replicas of all the stuff you need. She goes, just ask your dad if you can wear his uniform. So it was really cool. I got to wear my dad's old Army uniform, which was pretty cool. And I wore his hat, and then my acting teacher for the play said, here's where you put all the medals to be a general. And I had this thing that went around my arm and all that. And so she bought all of it. So that was probably the most intense character I played on stage. The most intense character I've played in one of my short films or like a YouTube, it's probably 2. I would say Fears Man is pretty intense, Fears Man, he's happy, he's sad, he's, sometimes he has to kill his villains off, Fears Man's pretty intense. And the other one, it was an intense part playing the Lonely Ghost, And I know some fans like that, some fans don't like that short film, but I'm very proud of that short film, Me and my friend Ethriel, we wrote it together. I said, Ethriel, I think she's stunning. She's beautiful. She already has a boyfriend, but I told her off camera. I said, look, I know you're very happy with your boyfriend. I said, I know you're very happy with your boyfriend, but I said, I just want to let you know. I said, can I give you credit where credit's due? She goes, oh yeah, John. She goes, tell me. I said, Ethriel, I think you're very beautiful. You're a wonderful person. You're a beautiful lady. And I said, I want to act in something with you. I said, do you mind if we do a collab? She went, yeah, of course. She's like, write something, John. She goes, I love to act. And I said, okay. And she goes, John, don't ever feel like you can't talk to me. She goes, just because I'm dating someone, she goes, I appreciate all those compliments. And I said, all right. I said, well, I didn't want to overstep my bounds or overstep my line, but I said, Ethriel, I think, I said, I really want to write something with you. And she goes, do you have any ideas? And I said, I do. I said, I had this very intense dream. And I told her about the Lonely Ghost dream. And she goes, why did you dream about that? I said, I don't know. I said, maybe it was because it's around my birthday. It's around Halloween. And I had Halloween on the brain. And I said, also, I watched a lot of horror movies around that time. And I said, I just had this crazy dream of what happens if a person was married to a lady. He died. He didn't know he was a ghost until he tried to, and he thought he was visiting his wife. He thought his wife had died, but really it was him who died. And I said, whenever he tries to leave the graveyard, he can't. There's like a force field, like he can't leave. And because if you watch a bunch of ghost movies or read a bunch of books about ghosts, the reason why ghosts are still here is they have unfinished business. And my character, the ghost, can't go to heaven until he figures out his unfinished business. And she goes, I think that's a great idea, John. And that's a direct quote. And Ethriel said, what character am I going to play? And I said, well, you're going to play the widow. And she goes, okay, I can do that. So I'm very proud. And I know some trolls, they shit on that so much, but I don't care. I love that short film. And it's been a long time since I've done a short film. Randall says, Fears, I love your short films. He goes, you need to make more. And I said, I wish I did, Randall. So me and Randall are going to try and write something and do a short film. Sam wants to do a short film. Sam absolutely wants to do a short film. We just haven't figured it out yet. So yeah. So I would say those are two of the most intense characters I've played on camera. So Fears Man and the Lonely Ghost. And then probably the most intense one was that general that I played in the MASH 4077 play a long time ago when I was in high school. Vision says, do you feel like you play a character for your live streams? At times, Visions. I try to be as real as possible. Like, whenever you meet me, Visions, what you see is what you get with me. sometimes I do funny little characters and stuff on stream. But for the most part, I like who I am. I am who I am. I'm not a fake person. And I try not to be fake for you guys. I mean, I'm pretty honest. I'm pretty open. You guys know I'm pretty open and honest with you guys. I do regret getting mad on camera, you know? So, I don't know, it's 50-50 with that question, Visions. If I am doing a character sometimes on stream, it's because, like, I love movies, so, it's not, like, I'm always me on camera. But I know what you mean by that. Like, I like doing funny voices and funny characters if I'm talking about movies, but I don't play a version of myself on stream. Like, on stream, I'm a pretty real person. You guys know, sometimes Fears gets cranky, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not happy. Sometimes if the trolls are driving me nuts, I've gotten mad on camera. So what I'm the realest guy you'll ever meet. Visions, whenever you see me, whenever we meet, I'll act the same way around you than I act right now. You know? Like the funniest thing is whenever I stay at Visions, how great is it going to be whenever I do a live stream in Visions' guest bedroom, like how I do a live stream in my mom's guest bedroom with Visions in the house. So Visions will be like in one end of the house going, all right, yeah, I'm going to watch this Fear stream. And so one of these days, Visions, when I'm staying, maybe late at night, maybe like at 4 in the morning, I'll just pop open the laptop because I'm bringing my laptop with me. Like, hey guys, shh, I'm doing a live stream in Visions' guest bedroom. What's up, motherfuckers, you know? So no, Visions, I wouldn't say that I play a character in my live stream. What you see is what you get. The only time I'm playing a character, like people I love doing funny characters on a live stream. Like if I'm talking about the merchant, like, so you have an eye for things. That's a character. Or if I'm like referencing a movie and I do movie quotes or movie lines and I act as one of my favorite characters out of a movie. But I don't do a character of me. I like being me. And I don't think the fans would like if I did another version of me. Like the reason why people watch my channel is they're like, well, we want to get to know Fears. Like you guys have invested in Fears' life. Whether it be the vlogs or the live streams, you guys want to find out what I'm up to. That's why I always give mad love to the fans. The loving and loyal fans. So yeah. Tyler says, you should hit her up for another collab, Fears. I do. I mean, she's getting married to that one Joe guy or whatever his name is. I think his name is Joe. I honestly can't remember, Tyler. But I had lunch with Ethereal. Not last time I was in town, because last time I was in town was for my dad's funeral. But the time before that, I texted Ethereal and said, hey, I said, are you free for lunch? I said, I'm back in town. I'd love to hang out. And we talked about a Lonely Ghost project, too. And she goes, I would love to come back and do something else with you, Fears. And I was like, right on. So, I haven't talked to Ethereal in quite a while, but last time we had lunch, Tyler, there was talks. So, yeah. Richie says, have you talked to your ex lately? No, I haven't talked to her in a while. But I wish her luck. We're still friends, and we still talk every once in a blue moon. But I haven't talked to her in a good 2-3 weeks. But the last time we did talk, it was very nice. She said, hey, what have you been up to? How's work? I said, normal. I said, same shit, different day. I said, going to work, editing videos. I said, how's your work? She's like, oh, yeah, work's going good. And I said, great. And I said, how's your mom? How's your family? And she goes, oh, great. She goes, my mom asked about you. And I said, oh, well, I said, tell her thanks for asking about me. Tell her I said hi. So it wasn't anything big, Richie. It was just kind of like catching up, with shit. So nothing. I haven't spoken to her in a couple weeks, though. So, but I wish her luck. I don't have any bad feelings towards her. It sucks that it didn't work out. I wish it would have worked out because I did love her quite a lot. In some ways, I still do love her. In some ways, I don't love her anymore. But, she'll always have a special place in my heart, So, all right, let's go on to the next question. I'm going to do a couple more acting questions, and then it's about time to make some dinner. So, and again, I'm so sorry, guys, for the idiot trolls coming in. I don't know what this person's on about a boycott, He said I made fun of him. I've made fun of him before. He's always started it. So don't believe anything this idiot says. He can go ahead and boycott me all he wants, because I've boycotted him since the day I met him. Since the day I met him, he's never tried to be nice to me. He's been a troll from the very beginning. So don't believe a word this idiot says. He's so fucking stupid. He's a waste of your time, and he's a waste of my time. He's a fucking idiot. So don't believe a single word this idiot says. In my eyes, there's no boycott, but, if he wants to get him and his other idiot disciples to do a boycott, then I told him in LC's Discord, I'm like, have a ball. I could care less if you boycott me. Apparently, I still got loving and loyal fans, so I'm like, you can boycott me all you want. I'm like, it will affect me zero. So he can boycott me for the end of time. I don't really care, because he means nothing to me. So I could care less. All right. Let's do like 3 or 4 more questions, and then Fears is gonna skedaddle. But thanks a lot for all the loving and loyal fans for coming in. Great to see everybody as always. Fears loves you a lot. I care about you guys. Let's see here. Let's do a couple more questions. Let's see here. What was the very first thing you acted in? I've told this story before. The very first thing I acted in, Tyler, there is no boycott. There's only a boycott in his little warped little mind. So, yeah, that's how stupid he is. So, again, Tyler, don't believe him. To answer the question, what was the very first thing I acted in? It was in a church play, and I played one of the wise men. So I was like 3 or 4, but I really don't remember. I remember I had a beard, and I was like 4. So that was the very first ever thing I acted in. And I just remember parts of it. I don't even remember any of my lines. That's how long ago it was. I mean, you don't really remember much when you're 4. Like, my memory started that I can vividly remember when I was 5 and 6. But 4, I just kind of briefly remember I was in costume. I remember this pretty girl stand right next to me. So a girl played one of the wise men. So it was my little buddy. He played the first wise man. I was in the middle, playing the second wise man. And then there was this girl, and they dressed this girl up as a wise man, which I thought was funny, because I'm like, they couldn't find another boy to play a wise man. I'm like, oh well, who cares? It's a play, So that's the very first thing I ever acted in, and I must say it was quite a performance. I'll be honest, I actually don't remember. Do you plan on doing any more voice work? Absolutely. I love voice acting. I love it. Anytime I can voice act anything in Randall's, any of Randall's projects, I do. Anytime I get to voice act, in Fears Man, or whatever me and Randall want to make, I love voice acting. Do you like to improv? Absolutely. Me and Randall make shit up for Fears Man all the time. Sometimes we stick to the script, and I'll say, hey, Randall, give me 2 options. And he'll be like, what do you mean? I'll be like, I'm going to do the lines as they're scripted, and then I'll be like, hey, Randall, let me riff for a little bit, and then I'll just do different versions of that dialogue that me and Randall wrote. And sometimes we get some good stuff, and sometimes we'll throw away the script and just improv it, and sometimes we'll stick to the script, so it all depends on what we're doing. What is the most craziest thing you've had to do on stage? Craziest thing? Probably whenever I played that general in MASH 4077, I had a whip. I had a whip, and I had to crack the whip as the general. And I forgot why I had to crack the whip, but that's probably one of the most craziest things I've ever done on stage. So yeah. All right, well, I think I'm going to end it right there, guys. But I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, Fears Vlogs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Same Fears show, same Fears time tomorrow. Check out FearsMan26 on YouTube. Check out Fears Vlogs on YouTube. Thanks to all the loving and loyal fans for watching and your loyal support. Be sure to check out Pixel, Lord of the Pylons, Pixel Protocol on YouTube. Check out my buddy Visions Lord Visions at www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. This is one of the cool shit. Buy this. Buy this. Buy lots of cool shit. Check out Randy at the Mayor of Magic, his second channel, and his main channel, Cameo Man 2021. Check it on out. Check it on out. Anyway, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. Again, thank you for all the people that liked the stream. I got 4 likes. I can't thank you guys enough for that. And thanks a lot for having a fun, cool, casual stream. And again, fuck the boycott. Who gives a shit? I've got my loving and loyal fans. The boycott is in only his little warped, little pea-brain-sized brain. So, yeah. I could care less. So, Mr. Q, you can boycott me all you want. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. You piece of maggot shit. That's what I think of the boycott. Anyway, to all my loving and loyal fans, you guys know that I love you. You guys know that I care about you. And again, same Fears channel, as Batman would say. Same Bat channel, same Bat time, same Fears channel, same Fears time. Another epic going nuts stream tomorrow, guys. This is Fears, and I'm